Hey everyone, welcome back to Topher Drives and welcome to the first day of spring in Michigan in 2026, which in our world only means one thing. It's road trip season and we're back with quite a familiar car, the 2026 Mazda CX-30 Aire Edition. But unlike Emily's, this one is not the turbo. This is powered by the 2.5 liter Sky Active naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. So as opposed to the 250 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque that Emily's used to, we're going to have to make do with only 186 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. But I think this will be interesting to kind of compare because Emily's coming up on 3 years of ownership of her CX-30, and we've never really spent a whole lot of time with the naturally aspirated car, and we've always kind of wondered about it. So today, we're taking this down to Peoria, Illinois to visit my buddy Sean at Kouth and Mayer. He's got a bunch of cool cars for me to drive, and for the first time, taking Barb with us. And she gets to hang out with Sean and his new son and Sean's wife, and it'll just be a good time. But I'm excited for all the cars that we'll be driving, starting with this one, because genuinely we are curious what this is going to be like. Now, new for 2026, there are actually a couple of new things, even though from the outside this looks completely unchanged. The CX-30 hasn't changed a ton since it came out, but we actually have new dampers for the 2026 model year because Mazda wanted to improve the ride quality.
That's cool.
Which I know, and I appreciate that because these days it seems like when companies fit new dampers, they want to make it handle better, but Mazda said, no, we want to make this a little bit squishier. So that's what they've done. We'll have to evaluate those dampers on the drive. And also, this now has a brake actuated limited slip differential.
Wow.
You know what that is?
Nope.
Neither do I. Okay. But the biggest change is this new Aire Edition, which actually takes care of a lot of the things that Emily didn't like about her CX-30. It blacks out all of the exterior bits that would have otherwise been chrome. And I mean everything. We have a black grille, black wheels, black Mazda badges on the black center caps. There is, I think, actually the lug nuts are the only bit of chrome on this entire exterior. But they've even done the roof rails, all the stuff. This one is finished in crystal blue.
Deep crystal blue.
Deep, thank you, Mazda expert. Mazda really likes using the word crystal in their color names. So that's what we have here. The CX-30 Aire Edition S, like this one, starts at $29,900 with destination and a couple of accessories. This one, as spec today, is about $32,000. So about $5,000 cheaper than any configuration of the turbo. The turbo is also available in this new Aire Edition. And think of this as the preferred package with black appearance because it's about $700 more, but you get all the same stuff, which means we have the 8-speaker sound system, no Bose in this, so that'll be another thing that we'll have to see if we can live with because we love that 12-speaker Bose in the Turbo Premium Plus. But this also has a special interior. You know why they call this the Aire Edition?
No.
Because it's airy inside.
Oh.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has the white leatherette with gray cloth in the middle that kind of reminds me of the Volvo wool. It's very Volvo of them to do this interior. I quite like it. My favorite part is the white stitching on the steering wheel. But would you say it feels airy inside?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so the drive to Peoria today is about 400 miles. Takes about 5.5 hours. So we'll see what this thing is like to sit in for a long period of time, and we'll do all of our road trip stuff, of course. This is rated at 31 mpg on the highway. Only 1 mpg better than the turbo because now all CX-30s are all-wheel drive. There's no front-wheel drive car anymore. So not a huge advantage to fuel economy getting the non-turbo.
Yeah, might as well get a turbo.
This also doesn't have the power hatch like yours has.
Yeah,
Okay, so the CX-30 gets a lot of, what do you call it, slack? What's the word?
I don't know.
Okay, well, people don't like the CX-30 because it's small, but we don't mind a small car.
That's the point.
That's the point. It's supposed to be small.
Yeah.
And it's still practical. You can see we filled just about the whole trunk for our 2-day trip, but you know, for some...
You packed way more than me.
I did. Well,
by the way.
Right, yeah. So this is my suitcase.
My suitcase.
It's her suitcase, but
Filled
with my stuff in it.
Yeah.
And she's somehow doing this in just a pink backpack. I've got my camera bag, her suitcase with my stuff, and my running shoes, and then we're bringing some homemade sourdough to share with Katie, Sean, and Mr. Graham. So that's what we've got in the back. I mean, jokes aside, it's enough room to take 2 day bags. You could, if you pack like a normal person, you could probably go for a few days in the CX30 with no problem.
You could stuff another suitcase on top of that one.
I think you could, yeah, especially if you took this bit out.
If you took that out, yep. I think
Yeah,
you could
do
manage
it.
to fit like a family of 4 worth to go to the airport, maybe not a road trip.
Ooh, that might be
No, like,
tight.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We haven't showed the back seat yet.
Yeah.
You wanna,
Yeah.
just for research purposes, I wanted to see if you could shut that.
Yeah. No, I.
Easy for you to shut. All right, so this has the auto lock feature that I don't know how. I don't know how to turn it off, so just use the key. There you go. Thank you,
You're welcome.
madam.
Yep. Because I can't. I put my stuff on this side.
Yeah. Okay, so back seat's a little tight, but we know this about the CX30.
Yeah,
this is
it's
not
for back seats.
this is not new information. The CX30 back seat is best used for stuff, not really people. But if you do have people back here, you've got a fold down armrest with some cup holders, and you've got vents. Does yours have vents
You know, I don't
in
know.
the middle?
That's a good question.
I don't think have I ever sat in the back of your car?
I think it does.
I have no recollection of
it
it.
does have vents.
You've got one seat back pocket, and Mazda does a pretty good job of actually trimming out this back seat to match the front. So you've got the leather on the door panels. And, well, headroom is probably the biggest drawback back here.
It's for small children.
Yeah,
It's not for grown-ups.
it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's for you, though. Actually, will you jump in there? I just
Yes,
want
I
to show people for scale. You can fit Emily in the back.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, you fit fine. Let's talk tires. I think it just locked itself again. Nope, it didn't. Let's talk tires. We have a Bridgestone Alenza EL440. I'm pretty sure this is the exact tire Emily's got on her car in a 215/55 R18 squared setup. These are the wheels that she has, but her car has the chrome center caps. This is all blacked out, as we told you. Let's talk about this engine just very quickly before we set off. So this is the Sky Active 2.5 naturally aspirated engine. I don't know why she's looking at me like that. No hood struts in this car, so we have to use this guy. And this is like the classic Mazda engine look. This is pretty old. I mean, this is kind of what Mazda engines looked like 10 years ago with this cover. But again, to reiterate, 186 horsepower, 186 pound-feet of torque. This weighs about 3,400 pounds. So not the quickest thing in the world, and it's actually why Emily decided to get the turbo, because she wanted the extra pep. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, this might have plenty for the average person. I just don't know, with the fuel economy being so similar, probably just pony up the extra $5,000 for the turbo, but we'll discuss. We'll jump in. We need to figure out how to turn that auto lock function off. Driver's seat is power, passenger seat is manual and doesn't have height adjust.
Yeah, Barb's a little upset about that one.
Barb's a little low down.
I like being, I'm not tall, but I like being able to see like a little bit more of the road because I get a little car sick.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think with you sat back like that, people driving by would only see your eyes. Okay. Let's jump in.
Yeah, like I'm so low.
Yeah. Ingress and ingress and egress is nice in this, and that's what's nice about the CX30, because this is basically just a lifted Mazda 3, but it's easier because it sits higher.
I love the CX30.
It's pretty much just a Mazda 3 that sits higher.
I love
That's what
the
this car is.
CX30. Please never get rid of the CX30.
I'm scared of what they're going to do with it. Have you seen the new CX-5?
I'm really scared. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Would you like to hear all of the bongs?
No. I don't want to hear all the bongs. I hear all the bongs every single day.
Okay, well, I'll spare you. I'll spare you this time, and we'll start with our seatbelts on.
No bongs.
What's it like to start a Mazda without the bongs? This is weird.
I know.
Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. Okay, we'll only do a few.
No, that's good.
Favorite part about the CX-30 Aire interior is the Alcantara on the dashboard, because I think prior to this they were all leather.
Mine is leather wrapped, yeah.
Yeah, which looks nice. Yours is
It is.
brown, right? Or
Yeah,
white?
it's
Brown. Yeah, the cars with the white interior had the brown accenting. This is all gray, white, and black. So the center console, which is the worst design center console, I think,
Why
in
is it still like this?
the market.
You have
Okay,
to
don't break it.
push it back to lift it up. When I tell you, these pieces on mine are so beat
About to
up.
break
They're about
from
to
you
break.
from you yanking on
Yeah,
the
because it's
center
so
console.
frustrating. You just want to get into it,
Yeah.
and you have to like, just like, yeah. No.
So we don't like this bit.
No.
However, we do like the rest
Never
of the
liked it.
interior. Because it's got a regular shifter. Go ahead.
This in my car is piano black, and it is scratched to the ends.
Oblivion.
Yeah. But this is nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
They've matted this out
They
for
have.
26 or
That's
maybe
lovely.
prior, but it's the first time I've seen it, which is nice. We like the physical climate control panel, and also worth noting, you use this water bottle in your car every day.
Every day.
And it toggles your heated seats
It
on.
does, because this little bit right here is like here,
Right.
and it toggles my heated seat on
But
and
they've
off.
lowered the cup
But
holders.
they've lowered the cup holders.
But not low enough for my Honda Trail Sport water bottle that still activates the heated seats.
Yeah.
This is how I'll be using
But
them this trip.
That's a you problem.
That's fine.
My big dumb cup fits.
It does. My big dumb cup is skinny and tall. Wireless charger behind those cup holders, which is new since they fit wireless CarPlay in 2024.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm really
So
jealous
year after
of that
years.
because my CarPlay actually just completely stopped working.
Yeah.
Despite changing out the cords and such multiple times. So
Right.
I'm a little upset. It's fine.
There are some things.
Almost over it.
We'll do a full review on your ownership impressions of that after 3 years here shortly, so stay tuned for that. But all the stuff in here, it's pretty much the same, and it works pretty much the same. You've got lots of physical controls, which is why we like Mazdas, and we were disappointed to see that they took a lot of that away for the new CX-5. But anyway, let's get on the road here. We could sit in the parking lot and talk CX-30 all day, because it's something that we both have special interest
I
in.
do have a special interest in the CX-30.
No 360 camera in the CX-30 Aire edition, but you get a nice reverse camera. And like we said, this is a small car, so it's easy to maneuver, it's easy to drive. Emphasis on easy for pretty much everything here. We're gonna go and top up the very small fuel tank, which I meant to look up the size of. Isn't it like 12?
12.1.
12 point,
Yep.
oh, it's gotta be bigger than that.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Will you
it's-
reference?
Yeah.
I was gonna say 12.8. Either way, it's a very small fuel tank. If you get all-wheel drive, and now you don't have a choice because they're all-wheel drive. How many times do you have to get fuel? Do you get fuel once a week?
Once every like week and a half-ish.
Okay.
I think it's more like a week and a half, like 10 days.
Yeah.
12.7.
12.7. Okay, we were both wrong, but very small fuel tank. So you'll be filling the Zippo in this quite a bit. This is rated at 27 mpg combined, so also pretty similar to the turbo rating. And these cars do drive very differently because the turbo has so much torque that it never really has to rev itself out at all. I mean, you rarely are revving that turbo over 3,000 RPM. This car, I found that oftentimes, it may just be my lead foot, but oftentimes it's having to downshift after I've already set off to be able to get up to the desired speed at the desired acceleration rate. So you hear this little 2.5 kind of ringing itself out, which takes away from some of the luxurious features that we like of Mazda. I'll just kind of always be an advocate for that turbo engine because it is a treat. It's just torque. Lots of torque. It's funny because this only has, it's got like 60 less horsepower than the turbo, but 130 less pound-feet of torque. So it's like, it's super noticeable. I know when we got your turbo, you were like hell-bent on getting the turbo.
I was.
Did you drive one of these?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I leased my turbo, I drove both the naturally aspirated engine and the turbo.
Yeah.
Actually back to back with each other because I wanted to feel the difference.
Right.
And coming out of a Jeep Compass,
Yeah.
this felt slow.
It's vast difference, isn't it?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But admittedly, we are also very spoiled with a lot of the fast cars and the high level trim
Right.
cars that you get. So.
Right. I gotta
A
say,
little skewed.
I appreciate the materials in here for 29 grand
Yeah.
starting.
Yeah.
Like the steering wheel feels really nice. You don't get the little chrome trim like you get on the turbo, which is a bit of a bummer. But I love, like I said, I love the dashboard trim. They even stitched the dashboard
Yes.
with the white stitching. So, brake test. I think Car and Driver's had this. It's got a little bit of a brake vibration. Maybe you've been driving it.
Yeah, my brakes go. Yeah.
Should we do an accelerator 0 to 45?
Go ahead. Get it, girl. It's really loud too. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do that before we reset the fuel economy at the gas station.
The Kroger is about 40 cents cheaper.
I know.
Okay.
I just don't want to go up to the light.
Okay, I was just.
I'm turning in here with my agility. You know, I like this water bottle that Honda gave me, but there are next to no cup holders that actually hold it in.
Right.
Ooh, E46. It's just like my old one.
Yeah, the side skirts are rotting. Just like your old
Just like
one.
my old one. What side is the guy on? Driver's
Your
side.
side.
Usually Japanese cars are driver's side.
It's from Japan.
It's from Japan. Ooh.
Yeah, they're always here. We actually, that person and I had a matching Soul Red CX30, and then they have just recently upgraded to a CX-5.
Let's get some fuel. This just pops open, right? There's no popping mechanism for this. Okay, let's see how much it takes. I'm gonna say it's gonna take like only 4 or 5 gallons. We shall see. We do have a fuel cap on this too, but a little handy place to put it. Best thing about these Mazdas is they do just take regular 87 no matter what. Emily runs her turbo on 87. You do take a little bit of a bump to the torque. It's like 10 pound-feet less with the turbo. But the NA car, it's the same no matter what. So you just run 87, cheap to run, and it's only a 12-gallon tank, so not too expensive to fill. 4.7 gallons, 16 bucks. To keep track of how much we actually spend on this trip. We filled up on 4 gallons.
Wow.
So
Great.
that is quite good.
Yeah. Just quite cool.
Let's just go to the Shell. It's right here. I
Okay.
guarantee they have hand sanitizer. While Barb runs in to get some hand sanitizer because we both forgot, let's reset the fuel economy. We just hold this info button and we'll shut the car off as well so we're not sitting here idling. Score. What's the haul? Try and talk loudly over Sean Kingston.
Oh, it's so good.
This gas station, they were blasting Goodbye Earl by the Chicks last time I was here.
He gave me this one too. I didn't pay for it.
For free? COVID X.
It's a. It's literally 99%
Ooh,
alcohol.
hand
so,
it.
Okay.
I like this convenience store, but you always leave smelling like fried chicken.
Do I smell like fried chicken?
Yes.
Oh no.
He gave you this for free?
Yeah, he was like, I said, can I have, do you have any hand sanitizer? And he was like,
Oh my goodness.
he was. He was very kind.
That's
though.
good.
He really was. And I got a Coke.
Okay, I'm actually going to reset this again.
You know
There we go.
Funny is Sean asked if we were soda drinkers, and I said no.
As you buy a soda.
I'm a closet Coke drinker. My little fridge cigarette.
Okay, let's leave Ypsilanti.
Let's leave.
We've been trying to do this. I reset the fuel economy.
Great.
So we'll see what we get. We'll see if we can match the EPA's 31 mpg
Sounds like a
highway
plan.
estimate for this thing.
What kind of Coke do you think I got?
It looked like a vanilla something, cherry maybe.
It's cherry vanilla.
Oh,
Well, it's cherry float, but it's
okay. I like the turn signal sounds of Mazda.
I do too.
What do we got? 5 hours and 36 minutes, 377 miles.
Not bad, girl.
Should we go sport mode for the... We're probably going to need it, to be honest.
Probably gonna need it. I always do sport mode.
You always use that. That's your favorite switch in the car, is the sport button.
It is my favorite switch.
I respect Mazda in the way, though, that they only have one drive mode. Sport, well, in the
I
CX-30
agree.
anyway.
Sport or no sport.
Sport or off.
Sport
That's
or
it.
Off. Yeah.
That's all you
I'm
need.
having trouble connecting.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Check
good,
your
you
network
said
connection and
Topher.
try
Yeah,
again.
that makes
No, 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 no.
sense.
Oh, why do I always have to merge behind a Prius?
Every time.
This is the heaviest one, too. It's the wagon. I'll use the full merge lane. I don't care.
Okay.
That's what the merge lane is here for. You're supposed to use the whole thing.
That's right.
And we can put this now into normal mode. All right, We're cruising. What's the first thing you notice in the CX-30 when you're on the highway?
It is so quiet.
Correct.
Every time I'm like, gosh.
Yeah. No, it is actually impressive how nice Mazda is able to make these cars feel for the price point. I mean, 30 grand gets you like a mid-tier HRV, which is probably about twice as loud as this.
Right.
Corolla Cross is definitely louder than this. Nissan Kicks is like for one, it's like you're falling down a flight of stairs, but also it's like there's a fan in your face constantly. This is it's just the choice.
It is.
Obviously, because you have one.
Love
So
the CX30 with every ounce of my soul. I wish that it were not so expensive to buy out my lease because I would just do that.
yeah,
But unfortunately, it's too many dollars.
it's a little bit pricey.
A little crazy.
We'll touch on that when we do your 3-year ownership review. But I want to talk, what else? What else is good for highway? We'll talk kind of comfort and things once we've sat in this a little bit more. But we can start by using this cruise control, which is adaptive, and we have the lane keep assist on this. Okay, this is a little bit of a lazy adaptive cruise system. Do you ever use yours?
All the time.
Do you like it?
I love my cruise.
Okay.
But I have a different. I have more buttons here.
Oh,
Like I
interesting.
have a lane keep, I have cruise, and I have the adapt.
Yeah, well, the adaptive is here.
Yeah.
Maybe they changed that.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Well, either way, it's keeping quite the distance here from the CRV in front of us.
This is about the distance. It
Well,
keeps.
yeah, this is the closest distance you can do.
This is about what it is.
So I've got this set for 75. Oh, well, it's probably because these people are going a little bit faster. Get to the actual closest distance here. Okay, this is the closest distance. That's about the same. What if you go for a pass? Okay, so it starts accelerating when you're about 3/4 of the way out of the lane, which I can appreciate. See how it reacts to this guy cutting in front of me. Is it going to slam on the brakes?
Yes.
Oh, not too drastically, though. Okay, so far, from what I've seen so far, it's a decently intelligent system. You can see there, though, having to downshift to be able to get back up to speed because it just simply does not have the torque. Visibility out of the CX-30, pretty good.
You know, one of the things that I noticed when I was leasing mine, was the A-pillars.
Yeah.
A lot of the cars that I was trying to purchase, the A-pillars were huge.
Yeah. Yeah, these aren't very big.
Such a, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Blind spot.
Blind spot, thank you.
Yeah, we were just driving the Prius plug-in a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and those A-pillars are such a blind
They're
spot.
terrible.
This is pretty easy. I mean, there aren't really... You've got a little bit, obviously, back by, like, C and D pillar. Yeah. But overall, I can see everything I need out of the back. Headrests don't stick up super high or anything crazy.
Right.
And the Aire edition just makes it feel a little bit bigger in
It
here, would you
does.
say, with the lighter materials?
Yeah.
Door panels are still black, but you've got like the light colored dash, which is nice. But all right, well, we're gonna settle into this CX-30 Aire edition. We have 5.5 hours still to develop more opinions, and then another 5.5 hours on the way back.
That's right.
So we'll see how long we can make this video. But
People love it.
we're gonna drive some, and we'll get back to you guys probably when we're stopping for lunch. But we both had a late breakfast, so we'll probably have a late lunch too.
Right.
And we'll see what I can get from Culver's that's healthy.
There you
Probably
go.
a grilled chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
And
that sounds about
I'll
right.
be sad because I'll want cheese curds, but we're locked in for the wedding, baby. Can't give up now. It's only been 19 days into this, so got to keep on trucking. All right. Speaking of that, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll talk to you guys here in a bit.
Bye.
All right, a little bit of a sit rep for you guys right now. We just got out of some of the worst traffic we've been in a very long time, where 3 lanes went down into 1, and it was basically just a scrapyard of semi-trucks controlling traffic and not allowing us to zipper merge. Anyway, we're out of that now. We're using the sensory dashboard to kind of
Yes.
cure ourselves, but we are also starving, and we're getting off in just a few exits to get some Culvers, but we figured we'd check in with some of the we figured we'd check in with how the CX30 Aire Edition has been. Unfortunately, fuel economy has been quite diminished by the traffic. We're now sitting at 30 mpg even, 30.0. It was 30.5 before we got into the traffic, so I guess it hasn't diminished a ton, but still a little bit under the EPA's estimate of 31 mpg. We've been sitting in this car now for, what, 2.5 hours, gone 145 miles. Not great progress because we were slowed down by the awful traffic, but I think we'll be rejuvenated by some Culvers. Otherwise, the CX-30 has been a treat to sit in. I mean, this is just stuff that we know because we've lived with this car for 3 years now at this point, and it's just good. Have we ever taken your car on a road trip?
No,
You
but
have.
I have.
You took yours to Chicago. So you've done a similar trip to this in yours, but I want to compliment things apart from the powertrain. I think the driver's seat does a great job of supporting and also giving me lumbar support. Unfortunately, the passenger is not so fortunate and has a manual seat, though the passenger does seem to be quite comfortable with her pillow and did take a little bit of a nap.
I did.
Because there was a hard braking situation where you woke up.
Yeah, I was so mad.
Yeah. Ride quality's great. You can tell that these dampers are made for comfort. I had no problem with that. I mean, the highways have been smooth for the most part, but just a very satisfactory experience thus far. I think the fuel economy is a little bit lame on this car, but otherwise, it's been very good. Would you rather go to Cracker Barrel?
You know, I really do like their biscuits, but no.
That's the closest we've ever gotten to an alternative restaurant from you. Because I always ask, and you always say no. You know why I like this Culver's so much?
Why?
Because it's attached to an gas station.
Oh, that's lovely.
Which means what would normally be 2 stops can become 1 stop.
That's true.
I wonder if my favorite guy is at the drive-thru. He's not. That's okay.
So sad.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
He's an icon
He's iconic.
in the Topher verse. It's gonna be cheap. Oh, he's here. I have manifested him.
You have. Think he recognized you?
I don't know, but he's just spawned in.
I don't know. Do I want a 4-piece or do I want
For those of you that don't know, this is the gentleman I was just talking about.
do I want a 4-piece?
Whatever you want. Hey there.
I love the Culvers. Give me a few seconds.
Yeah, you're good.
Organized.
No problem.
May I please do a grilled chicken sandwich? Just the sandwich?
Grilled chicken sandwich. Sandwich itself usually comes with pickles, lettuce, tomato, mayo. You okay with this?
That's perfect. Thank you.
A 4-piece chicken tender basket, please. Yeah.
I heard regular tenders.
Regular. Yep.
4 pieces. Dipping sauce.
Honey mustard, please.
Need mustard. Anything else?
Could I just grab some silverware in there too, please?
Yeah, I have a button for that.
Perfect.
That's your favorite button.
That's my favorite button.
Love silverware.
God, if we weren't driving for another 4 hours, I would get a
There
strawberry.
we go.
That's
Anything
it.
else?
That'll be it.
Okay, I need a name for the order, please.
Chris,
That.
thank you so much.
Yeah, just drive the next window. Have a nice day.
Great. Appreciate it. You too. I don't remember seeing the Jimmy John's drive-thru or the Pontiac Aztek Jimmy John's delivery vehicle.
Oh, that's great.
That is glorious.
Glorious for sure.
I'd be so happy if I ordered a sandwich and it showed up in a Pontiac Aztek. You know those have a built-in cooler.
That's great.
The center console in those is a cooler. It's the perfect sandwich delivery vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have a drink that you're going to have
It's
to
fine. I'm gonna do this.
figure out the
action
cup
like
holder
this, and then
situation.
like this,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
Alrighty, medium lemonade for Chris.
Yep. Thank
Hey,
you so
sir,
much.
If you want to go ahead and pull forward, I'll bring that out to you shortly.
Got it. Thank you.
Have a great day now.
You too.
Thank you.
They're having an Easter egg hunt here. Should we come?
Should we?
April 4th.
We should.
Oh, here we go.
Chris,
Yes.
4-piece tenders with 1 grilled chicken.
You got
Anything
it.
else?
Thank you so much. That's it. Appreciate it. You too.
We could start.
Okay. Taking advantage of the nice Culver's bathroom. We will return shortly. Emily went in to use the restroom and I was in a deluxe state of mind
Yeah,
and
you
just
inhaled that
polished that. But
Can I
pretty
choose
good. Oh, good idea.
I know.
I like their boxes that they give stuff
They
in.
really are good.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go top off the Zippo in the CX30. It's gone down about half a tank, so put it, I don't know, about another 6 gallons in, and that will take us the rest of the way. I was just thinking, well, this is a one-way, so we have to go around again. I was just thinking that this literally does not have enough fuel range to get us to Peoria.
No.
Because even if it's getting 30 mpg, and you call it, even if you're generous and you call it a 13-gallon tank, it's not going to make it. I mean, you're under 400 miles of range, which kind of sucks. It's not. It's not ideal. Because I mean, we've road trip cars before that have like 500-600 miles of range, you know, and haven't we done Chicago and back on a tank of fuel
We
before?
have. I forget what car it was.
What car was that?
Kia Rio, maybe?
It might have been. Yeah, that was before we were filming road trips, though. I feel like there was one where we filmed it and it got, it did all that in one tank.
The X1.
Oh, it was the X1.
It was the X1.
What's this? E85. Yeah, we don't need that, but we'll take some of this crispy 87. All right. So every time we film a road trip,
Yes.
everyone always says, why don't you let Emily drive?
I mostly don't want to.
Usually because she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But today, she's going to, because it's a CX30, and she likes
I do
CX30.
like
So
CX-30s.
while I pump fuel, she's going to get herself set up.
Yeah.
And you can set seat 1 for you, because I'm seat 2. So.
Okay, great.
Because you're number 1, baby. Okay, 5.3 gallons going in. A little bit of a startup from the outside. This is never before seen right now. This is just,
Right.
I mean, you've driven in videos before, but this is big. We're making big strides in the Topherverse. Even when you're the driver, you still provide hand sanitizer. So nice.
You know, this CX-30 does start up quieter than my CX-30 does.
Oh yeah, I can always hear yours. I'll be laying in bed in the morning and you leave for work and it like vibrates the house.
Yeah. What a horrific.
And then there's a state police
Okay.
officer. He's letting you go. Thank you, police
Sorry.
officer. Of course, there would be a cop.
There would be a cop.
He gets to he's following you out of here too.
We have California plates.
You get pulled over in the first 3
second,
seconds of you
yeah.
driving.
Aw, that's such a cute little thing.
Yeah, this has got to be weird for you because it must just feel like you're driving your car,
Mhm.
but with 130 less
Yeah.
pound-feet of torque.
Not much, Let me just tell you what my least favorite entrance ramp.
Would you like sport?
Please
There you
don't
go.
like- It's not going to feel very fast.
No, it's not. I'll tell you what, it's quiet now
It is quiet.
when it's revved at 2,000 RPM.
That is foot to the floor. Oh dear.
Are you happy you selected the turbo model?
I am stoked that I selected the turbo model. Yeah. I don't think that I would have been happy with this.
Yeah.
That's just because I like going
It feels about the same as the, well, I'd say it's a little bit quicker than the old Jeep Compass that you
It's
had.
a little quicker, yeah.
Marginally.
Just like a little bit quicker.
It's
And
interesting.
It's not as loud either.
Yeah. It's interesting though because there's no real fuel economy benefit to getting the non-turbo
Right.
now that they're all-wheel drive. So really the only reason you'd buy this is if you wanted to spend $5,000 less, which I get because $5,000 is a decent amount of money, especially percentage-wise when you're buying a $30,000 car, you know, 29 grand versus 34 grand. I get it. But the turbo engine just feels so much more refined.
Yeah.
I've actually got decent room over here.
Good. Happy for you.
I mean, I know what this passenger seat is like because I've sat in it a million times, but only thing I wish is that they gave you a little bit more adjustment because you really just don't have any over here. It's one of the few places that Mazda cost cuts is
Even
in their
just like
passenger
a height
seat.
adjustment.
Yeah,
Not, I mean, the back of being a manual seat is fine,
yeah.
but a height adjustment would be helpful.
Anyway, all right. We're gonna keep on trucking in this thing. We have
Give me
another.
a GT3 RS and put me on a freaking truck.
Okay,
dude.
thank you so much. We're gonna sit in this for another 3.5 hours. We'll probably swap back at some point, but there you guys go. Emily's driving in a road trip,
I
so
am.
it's a good time. But all right, well, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Welcome to Crown Point, Indiana. There's the beautiful water tower. And, well, this is an especially special place because Emily was born here.
I was born
Check it out. Oh, also, we're on the phone with Tedward. Say hi, Tedward.
Hi guys.
Hi. I have some interesting facts about Crown Point that I just Googled.
here. Oh, good. Oh, let's hear them.
Many celebrities have been married here in what they call the marriage mill because it's kind of like Vegas in the way you can come here and get married very quickly. Muhammad Ali was married here.
Wow.
Ronald Reagan
What?
got married here.
What?
And Joe
No.
Jackson.
Oh yes, a love story for the ages. You
Okay.
came through. I thought you were totally teasing us. I thought like the level of celebrity you were about to announce was going to be so vague, so distant.
No,
from
big
anything
names.
supposed to know.
Big names. Yeah.
Those are
wow.
heavy hitters.
Yeah, big names.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're welcome. And you can Google that to verify. But is that perhaps the hospital? Is it now a Franciscan?
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out though because I
Here we are, Crown Point.
I don't.
She's come home. She's the origin of Emily.
Yes. I was born on multiple acres of farmland. Essentially.
Well, you weren't born on the farm.
I
You were
wasn't
born in the
on
hospital.
The farm. I was born in the hospital.
Okay,
so I
testing
didn't
out the
know.
cornering.
She was born in a barn, in a manger. Actually.
Yeah, I missed an exit thanks to Waze.
Yeah, it's okay. But you know what? I'm glad you did because now we have this very personal part
It
of
is,
the
it
road
is.
trip.
You know, if you
Appropriate.
So wait, you said it was St. Anthony's or St. Francis?
It was St. Anthony's, but we just passed the St. Francis. This town has grown up
Oh.
so much.
I just remembered the little rhyme. It's like you have to say what you lost. So my grandmother would always say like, "I've lost my watch. It cannot be found. Dear St. Anthony, please look around." I think that's what it
Oh
is. Just
my goodness. Hold your elbow.
Wait, I can text her.
Okay, I was just gonna call her.
Proof of the
I can't get the console open. It's pissing me off.
CX30
I
worse.
hope you're still filming. This is funny.
Yeah, we are.
Hold on, I'm
Mostly
gonna call
because
her.
I'm hearing it, and it's funny that I want to see it later.
A huge talking point of the CX30 was how bad the center console is. We're now going to have two simultaneous phone calls
Sorry, I'm
happening
calling
at
my
the same
mom.
time. No, it's good. Tom, stay on the line.
She's not gonna answer. There's no
Yeah. The party call, baby.
Oh, we should just add her to the call.
Don't do that.
Okay, never mind.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Whoa,
house
this is gorgeous.
I'm so
I
glad
feel like
we-
we're in Celine. It's very
yeah,
Celine.
It is very Celine. Wow.
Oh, so like big plots of land and big houses with a nice,
Yeah,
like,
literally that. Yeah.
big garage in the back.
Yes.
Yeah. I love you guys too, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
All right.
TTIL.
Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribe. What's
Don't
your?
forget to respect the drive. Gotta go. Bye.
Okay, bye. I'm glad you missed that exit. This is really cool. See, everything happens for a reason, and now we're here. So while we're on this lovely little back road, curious your thoughts on naturally aspirated CX30 versus turbo in regular driving applications.
I mean, they drive very much the same. For whatever reason, I feel like my steering wheel is thicker.
Yours is heated, that one's not.
That's
So your,
fine.
your steering wheel probably is a
Is
little bit thicker. Yep.
They drive pretty much the same. I mean, the only thing is that mine is significantly quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they do too.
What if I wasn't worried about it? Like, if I wasn't, I will fully admit being spoiled with quick cars.
Right.
Like, fully admit that.
Yeah.
If I wasn't so, like, I want my car to be quick, this would be absolutely perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Because it drives great.
Yeah, and it's an okay power level, I think,
It
for
is.
90% of people.
It is, absolutely.
But the cool thing about the CX30 is it's kind of able to be an enthusiast car if
It
you get the
is.
turbo.
Yeah.
It's really just a more convenient version of the Mazda 3, and the best part about that is you can get it with the same powertrains as the Mazda 3. So it's nice for you because you can sit up a little bit higher, and it's easier for you to see out of and get in and out of, you know. Okay, well, we're going to keep going. We still have 3 hours. We keep
Yeah.
getting distracted.
You know what? This is us, though.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Bye.
I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Welcome to downtown Peoria, Illinois. I think the last time I was here, I was in a Porsche Boxster RS60 Spider commuting back to Calvin Mayer, and we're actually going to end leg one of the road trip here on the road in Peoria because we're going straight to Sean's house today. We're not stopping at the shop. We're going to go there tomorrow and film some stuff, but figured we'd show you guys the home of Caterpillar. I was once on the news down here.
You were.
Yeah. I also think of that when I'm in downtown Peoria.
Did you see that?
Yeah, what was
I
that?
don't know. It's done that a couple of times
Has it?
today. Yeah. And I thought it was my eyes, but then I just caught it again, and I'm like, that definitely wasn't my eyes.
Yeah, the camera will have caught that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Weird thing.
If any of you can find the clip of Chris on the news channel,
They're not gonna.
Comment.
They're not gonna
You
find it.
found
I'll give them a hint though.
deep in the lore.
It was on a show called Business Forward.
Yeah, and this was like years
I have been invited back, so maybe I'll go back someday and do it again. It was quite fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we talk about the Mazda CX-30?
Sure.
It's been, as we expected, a lovely companion for the first,
Yeah.
6 hours? We've been on the road for
God,
so
we've been on
long.
the road for so long.
394 miles we've been going now in the CX-30 Aire edition, and we've killed lots of bugs, as you can
We
see
have.
on the windshield, signifying that it is indeed spring. Biggest standout for me so far is that I'm really not that fatigued. I've had to kind of stretch my back out a couple of times. I don't know how you're doing over there with no
I'm
lumbar
good.
support. Doing okay? I guess you drove for quite a while. You
I
drove
did.
for
I drove for probably
2.5 hours?
Hours, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's part of the reason I'm still feeling a little bit fresh. Sitting at 30.7 mpg, we've been fine, no real complaints. Sound system is actually pretty decent.
It is.
We've kind of assumed that the 8 speakers in this are the same 8 speakers that Emily has in her CX-30, but she just has 4 additional ones. But we'll give you guys a test on this base 8-speaker sound system when we are on our way home in a couple of days. But we're gonna enjoy our time here, driving some cool stuff and hanging out with our friends. And I guess that's it. Do you have anything else you'd like to add for leg one, the first 400 miles?
No.
I don't either. I think we're pretty pooped out for the day. So
We are pooped for the day.
That'll be
It's
it.
been a shift.
13. What'd you say?
It's been a shift.
It's been a shift. I guess the only other thing I will say is that the CX-30, no matter the configuration, is genuinely fun to drive. Like,
Yeah.
you're engaged, the steering is nice, you can kind of have some fun around the corners. Yes indeed. Okay, that's it for real. See
Goodbye.
you guys in a couple days. Welcome to a gas station in Peoria where it is the next day. I've just filmed some insane stuff here with my friends at Calvin Mayer, which you guys will all see at some point. Maybe some came out before this, but I think most of them will be after it. The big highlight was the Jaguar E-Type. I just seriously can't believe that that happened. So excited to show you all that, but we're going to top off the fuel tank here in the CX-30. We're gonna make one more stop on the way home, and then we'll give you some final thoughts on what it's been like to go 800 miles in this thing. Haven't really done a ton of trips around town with it. We've mostly been using Sean's cars to get around because he's got lots of exciting stuff. So gas mileage on this in the end will reflect simply highway miles. So we'll be able to check and see if it hits the 31 of EPA. I'm gonna say it's probably not going to. I think we're gonna kind of even out somewhere around 30 mpg even. Also, Emily's driving for the first leg because I filmed 7 videos yesterday and 2 this morning. So I am pooped out. I've got like no voice left because a bunch of the cars I was filming were convertibles. So Emily has so graciously offered to drive first today, which will be nice for me. But top this thing off. and we'll get back on the road. We are approaching what is our closest thing to Buc-ee's in the Midwest, because the Beaver has not made it this far north yet. But we do have what's called Wally's, and I think there's 2 of them, Sean was telling us. And this is a staple, as you can see. It's like an abbreviated Buc-ee's in the way that it's just a big gas station convenience store thing. I'm sure you all gathered that. But that's going to be our first stop and our lunch spot on the way home. And quick mileage check. What are we at? 496 miles about MPG. 30.1. Okay. My favorite part about Wally's is they have a classic Jeep Wagoneer parked out front. Yeah. Well, Buc-ee's has like their classic trucks. Wally's has the Jeep Wagoneer.
Right. I love the CX-30. It really is just such a good car.
Even in its naturally aspirated form, you're still happy? Yeah. I was just saying, I'm happy that we brought a CX-30 on this trip, because it's allowed you to be comfortable driving this. You didn't have to learn a new car. And the 26 is not that much different than the 23. I mean, they've just kind of added some convenience things. But the CX-30 as a whole, it's been an easy car to live with. It's been a great car to sit in. I mean, even from the passenger seat, I don't always get to evaluate this. And I know there's no height adjust, but I think the height that they've preset this at is good for me anyway. I know you think that it's a little bit low down, which makes sense because you're a little bit smaller.
But I do like to sit higher generally, like to see over. Like I like to see the hood. But that's a motion sickness, car sickness thing where I like need to be grounded in that. So.
Yeah.
Home of the great American road trip.
Yeah, so they've got a roundabout.
Right then.
Only downside of the CX-30 Aire Edition, no 360 camera to check your work. But you can still go to reverse and see. Oh, you did a pretty good job.
Pretty good?
Well, we can check when we get out. But I think you did. I think you parked well. Wow. Mind the wind when you get out. Actually, your side shouldn't be as bad, but I almost totaled this Nissan Kicks with my door. CX-30 is just the perfect size for any parking spot. Yeah, she actually did a really good job parking. All right, well, we're going to go adventure in Wally's. Emily's never been here. I meant to mention that. So we're going to get her. I forgot to mention that you've never been to Wally's.
No, I've never
This will
been
be
to Wally's.
your first experience here, so I hope it's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bit windy.
here we go.
All right.
Thanks for popping by. All right, Wally's review.
It's good.
Miss Emily is eating gas station chicken tenders.
That is unheard of, actually.
Actually, you should show them where you're setting that sauce, because the CX-30 has a perfect little, right there. Perfect little spot for the honey mustard. How about that?
Uh-oh.
Also, the chicken tender sandwich is pretty good too. It's my first time having this. It's good chicken.
That's good chicken.
I've only ever had like the pulled pork and stuff here, but it's good. We also got popcorn.
It's good.
So, and the dash is flat enough to hold my barbecue sauce. So many good surfaces. Oh, and the stupid center console holds the grape cup.
The CX-30 is a great road trip car.
It really is. 804 miles down in the Mazda CX-30 Aire Edition. And we have some thoughts ready to share with you on what this has been like to basically live in for 2 days. 800 miles, and well, how many hours would you say? 12? Probably more than that.
Probably more than that.
13, 14 hours.
More than 6.
Detour through your hometown, you know, all that stuff. But the overall consensus is that we very much like the Mazda CX-30, and this is obvious because Emily has one. We've talked about this many times in the video, but there are a number of shortcomings with the Mazda CX-30 when it comes to road tripping, chief among which is the fuel capacity. As you can see right here, we've got 17 miles to E. The fuel light's on. We're getting off the highway in 10 miles, so we will make it. But we filled this up at Wally's, which was about 300 miles away. And it's just such a bummer that A, this car has such a small fuel tank, and B, it's just not that efficient. This has been doing 29.7 mpg average over the last 806 miles, and I don't really think that's great for the segment. I mean, I think a turbo car would do the exact same.
Mine did. When I drove to Chicago, it did about 28.5.
Okay, so give or take an MPG for the turbo car on basically the same route
Right.
that we just did. But we've had to put gas in this, what, 4 times?
Yeah.
So just kind of something to note if you're considering road tripping the car. And I mean, even beyond that, I mean, you live with yours and you have to put gas in it pretty frequently as well.
Yeah.
But I suppose beyond that, the only other thing that is a little bit disappointing is kind of the lack of driver aids in this car. You look at like a similar Hyundai or Kia, those cars have other shortcomings compared to a Mazda as well, but right at the $30,000 price point, you would maybe expect these days to see a little bit more of a sophisticated lane keep assist system. Yes, this has the thing that will kind of ping pong you back and forth and vibrate the steering wheel if it catches you going out of a lane, but this doesn't have a system that will actually steer for you if you take your hands off the wheel. Just some things in here that are missing and efficiency that's disappointing, but otherwise, everything's been lovely. Seat comfort's been good, apart from Emily had to sit on a blanket her last hour of driving.
Yeah, but I drove for like 3 hours.
You did drive for 3 hours. So I've been fine in the seat. I don't really have any complaints with this. I think it does just fine. And I really love the cloth material that they have in the middle. It gets super hot with the heated seat on. And ergonomically, it's been good too. The elbow surfaces are super squishy, so my elbows have been comfy for this entire trip. No complaints there. And I think the best thing about this is just kind of the luxury, or I don't want to say full luxury, but the luxurious atmosphere that you get in this car with just the quietness of the cabin. And even this 8-speaker sound system, which we're going to test for you here in a couple minutes, is pretty good for a bass system. And that's why some of the downfalls are a little bit disappointing, because Mazda would have this car that just absolutely knocks it out of the park if it was just a little bit more efficient and if it just had a little bit of a bigger fuel tank. Because I mean, look at this Alcantara dash and this leather wrapped steering wheel and the actual gauges that you get on this too. These are real gauges on the left and the right, and even the one in the middle's got a pod, and it's, even though it's electronic, you can switch what you want in the middle. You can have it tell you that you're low on fuel. But I don't know, there are just a few little things in here that are more so like long-term annoyances. There aren't really things in here that annoy us short-term apart from the center console, but you're not really messing with that in a road trip setting. That's more of like a day-to-day taking things in and out, as Emily has experienced with her car quite a bit. But for the most part, Mazda CX-30 has been fine, and would road trip again.
Would road trip again.
Just have to mentally prepare to be stopping every 250
Right.
miles for fuel.
Right.
But it is what it is, and ride quality is great too. These new dampers have really done the trick. Seating position, visibility, no complaints there. So like I said, in just about every capacity, it's been good. So all right, well, I think that's just about a wrap here. Let's give you guys a taste of this bass 8-speaker sound system, because I don't think we've ever tested this on Topher drives, only the Bose. So we'll give you guys a listen. As you can hear there, it's still pretty crispy. It's got decent power, and like we kind of assumed in the beginning, these are most likely the same speakers you would get in the Bose system. You would just have 4 additional, so you'd have a little bit more power, and you've got additional door speakers in yours too,
I
right?
do, yeah.
So just a little bit higher complexity, but shoot, for a bass sound system in a $29,000 starting price car, you cannot complain with a sound system like this. So happy with that. So that's just about going to do it for us in the 2026 Mazda CX-30 Aire Edition, a car that we quite like. And what's our verdict on naturally aspirated versus turbo? I still say go turbo.
I love the turbo, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with the naturally aspirated if you don't want to spend the extra $5,000.
My only gripe with this naturally aspirated car is that it has to do a lot of downshifting to make small passes.
It does have to do
Like
that.
when you're going from like 70 to 76, it has to drop 2 gears.
Yeah, and rev to like 5,000.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's little stuff like that that you just don't experience with the turbo, because the turbo engine is so refined, it's got so much torque, and it's just as efficient. So it's really just a money thing, you know. If you don't want to spend the extra $5K, which I totally get, in a more budget focused car like this, it makes sense to want to save that extra $5,000. But if you have the extra $5,000 to spend, it's worth it. Get the turbo.
Yeah.
That's my final answer with this. But you'll survive with this. This is not us saying that the naturally aspirated car is undrivable. It's just not nearly as refined. So, you agree?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's going to be a wrap. We're going to get fuel because we have 7 miles to E. You know what I found interesting about this, though? It rounds to the nearest 10 miles.
It does.
But only until you get to 30 miles to E.
Exactly.
And then it goes 29, 28, 27, etc.
Well, because that's when your low fuel light goes on.
Right, but why would it not just give you the exact number all the time?
Because I don't think that it's as accurate.
It's not as accurate,
Yeah.
I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, well, either way.
I just same thing.
Facts about the CX-30 Aire Edition. We'll give you guys one last look at this. Why not? How many times have we been at a lot of gas stations in this video?
We have.
But it's par for the course with the CX-30. Okay. Any last words for the ladies and gentlemen?
I love this car. I'm going to miss my CX-30.
Yeah. I'll miss this one too. That's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed all of the Emily driving in this video too. She
Yeah.
actually got to participate a little bit more.
Another CX-30.
So. Look at that. It's a Mazda meet. CX-30 and CX-5.
I love that.
Soul red.
Alright.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put some fuel in this. But
Bye-bye.
goodbye. Take care. I'm going to see you back in 2 minutes, but they won't. Okay. Here we go. Lots of rain. It's nice and wet. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this road trip. We have a blast making these all the time, so we'll make some more for you this year. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.